Ladies and gentlemen, check it out, the brand new 2015 Jeep Renegade. And I recently had the chance to have a chat with the designer of this smallest of all Jeeps, Mark Allen, and that is coming up next on the Fast Lane car. But first, a couple facts that I found out today. The MPG on this will be, so far it's not announced, starting with a 3. The price, also not announced, will start with a 1. And believe it or not, this all-American Jeep is going to be built in Italy. Go figure. All right, Mark, first of all, tell me about this new Jeep. What was the design inspiration?
Design inspiration for the Renegade, honestly, was all the good things, all the fun side of Jeep that comes from Wrangler. The Wrangler for us is still our icon. It's the center of our universe. And we wanted to impart this vehicle with just as much of the Wrangler as we could in a small, easy to deal with package. Renegade is really an homage almost to the Wrangler. So it's very vertical front end, 7-slot grille balanced by 2 big round lights. The windshield, very vertical. The whole package of the vehicle unwound, the tumble home's taken out, and you sit kind of high in the vehicle. Belt line is actually nice and low on this vehicle. The stance is set up really by these big fender flares. The wheels are out to the corners, and it's got this great presence on the road. A lot of Jeep cues are put into this that we get from the Wrangler, and the Wrangler really was the playbook for it. For instance, I love the rear 3/4 of this vehicle. The fact that the taillight is not just fared into the body, it's like a Wrangler. It's almost a found object, disintegrated from the body and then pushed into it. I love that kind of the cues from Wrangler without being exactly Wrangler, but if we didn't have that vehicle, we would never come up with this answer.
Now, obviously, people want to know, the DNA is, of course, Wrangler, but how about the underpinnings? Is it off-road capable? Does it have, the Jeepness that makes Jeep so great off-road and in the snow?
Capability is huge for us. The vehicle is offered with 2-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, but also a real 4-wheel drive system. And what I mean by that is the front and rear axles are powered independently of each other, so that it's not a slip system. Only vehicle in the class that'll have that. Plus on the Trailhawk version, it'll sit a little bit higher, has a larger Trailhawk only tire, special wheel. The approach and departure angles are more aggressive on that vehicle. So yeah, it's got a lot of great off-road capability. It'll be the best in its class.
It'll be the only one in its class,
yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
A lot to compete with it. Maybe the new trucks from Chevy, maybe the old SX4, right? There's not a lot of cars in this category.
No, no, and it's I think it's such an iconic shape for us anyway, and to have this great 4-wheel drive system, off-road, but not even off-road, snow, just when it's wet and rainy out, mud, whatever.
So what color is this?
Colorado red.
Colorado red, and we're in Colorado.
And it comes in quite a few different colors. We brought the Colorado red vehicle out to Colorado, but just like we do with Wrangler, a lot of really fun colors, a lot of more serious colors to it. So there's an army green, there's a straight gray, orange, yellow.
I see a little Jeep icon in the headlight. I see a lot of Easter eggs, right? You guys hit a lot of little Jeep.
They are hidden, and I'm not going to show you.
How many are here,
I don't know.
We
don't count.
There's one right here on the speaker.
I'm not going to show you where they're at. They're not Easter eggs if I show you where they're at.
So tell me about the inside. What was the inside?
Inside and outside of the vehicle were done really together, and a lot of very, Jeep cues to it. You'll see the trapezoidal shape show up in the speakers. The grab handle's got to have a chicken handle on the far side.
Or, what handle?
Yeah, exactly. Can't see it on your show.
Yep.
The center vents in the top, it was a real packaging challenge, and
I like those. They're very rugged looking.
Yeah, the designers really drew inspiration from ski goggles, which is cool.
Yeah.
And you see that, since 1941 on there, all the good Jeep heritage stuff. The inside is, the neat thing about it is it really is this sort of upright package to it. There's no crunching down and trying to look around things. It's you sit really nicely in this vehicle.
And I noticed that in the four-wheel drive version that we have here, right, you've got snow mode, you've got sand, so you can actually selectable modes.
Yeah, it's just like we've done with Cherokee. There's a lot of selectable, and what that does is it changed the characteristics of the drive system. For instance, in mud, I want a little bit of slip in the tires. In snow mode, I don't want any slip at all.
So it gives you more control. And
Yes.
is there an automatic control where it just decides what it should do by itself?
There's an auto
Yeah, I see
setting
auto
where
lock,
it kind of picks the best of the situation, and it picks up off the wheel speed sensors to tell you if you got slip or not.
Now my sense is that this is much more of an urban Jeep. Does that make sense? I mean, it's small. It's something that people in big cities can easily park.
It's kind of a do-all.
Yeah?
It really is.
Let's see how much room there is back here. How much room do you have back here?
Very short rear overhang.
Where is it? Is it down here?
It's right in the middle.
Yeah, I think it's locked.
It shouldn't be.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's quite a bit of room for a little car.
Lots of grocery space back there. The lift-off, the My Sky panels, both fit back there. It's available with a full-size spare tire, especially on the Trailhawk when you need that off-road.
Yeah.
A lot of storage
60/40
reconfigured.
folding split.
60/40, yep.
Yeah, it's pretty roomy actually for such a small car.
It's a
for
box.
America,
It's a box.
It's a box, yeah. So let me ask you this: have you driven it?
Very briefly.
Yeah, and what's it drive like?
I drove the 1.4
Yeah,
turbo
yeah.
all-wheel drive car. I really liked it, and
Okay.
it's refreshing to drive a manual transmission with a turbo. You got to work it a little bit harder, but I think that's the fun.
Yeah. So that's the smaller engine, right? Because this has the bigger.
This has the 2.4 in it.
liter. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And how about room back here? Did you guys?
Sit in it.
Yeah?
You'll fit.
Will I fit?
You'll fit just fine.
Let's see if I fit. That's a question. I do fit. Look at that.
Go cross town. You wouldn't go cross country, but
Yeah, and I love
that's
this.
fun. Hey, that's the Jeep part.
Look at that. I'm the king of the world. So is that like a Liberty top? The same kind of idea?
We call it My Sky on this,
Yeah.
and the idea is the front panel can either be powered back or slid back manually, or you can lift out the front and the rear together. Both fit in a bag and store in the back, but no one else in the class has that. And it's the whole Jeep message: the inside, outside, outdoors.
So when will you get yours? When you get the you have it for the winter time?
First of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be needing it in Michigan.
And when will people be able to buy these? When are they available?
Yeah, first of 15.
But first, at the beginning of the year, they can go to their Jeep dealership.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the two things you announced was fuel economy is going to start with a 3.
That's what I'm told.
Yeah. And the price is going to start with a 1.
That's what I'm told.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I'm not the price or your fuel economy guy, but yeah, yeah. No, they'll both be favorable numbers. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And will there be, all these lifestyle things you can get with it?
Oh
You know, all the
God,
toys,
we're gonna have so much fun with
yeah.
this car. Same thing we do with Wrangler. You see what we do with Wrangler all the time.
Right,
There's
exactly.
a special
There's-
model all the time, and honestly, that sounds like it'd get tedious. It's really pretty refreshing, especially when we throw some new paint color on it
Yeah.
or wheel trim. We'll do the same thing
Like
with
a
this
Dragon
vehicle.
edition.
Probably not a Dragon.
Call of Duty edition.
Yeah, absolutely.
An Arctic edition, an Islander edition. What else?
You
what am I
name it.
missing?
There's a lot of
I
them.
don't know. Yeah,
I've lost track.
I can't even keep track of them all.
Yeah,
So
there was
all
a
that-
Rocky Mountain edition.
So all
Yeah.
that will eventually come.
Something will happen to
Yeah.
this at a regular basis.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there'll be a way to keep it youthful and fresh.
I view this vehicle in the same veins that we do with Wrangler, so it'll have all that kind of fun.
And will you actually do Rubicon Trail, or has it done Rubicon Trail?
It has not done Rubicon Trail. I doubt
Yeah.
we will take it on Rubicon now.
Probably not that. Not that.
If you need to go
Wranglers.
down Rubicon Trail, you need
All right.
a Rubicon.
And here's a softball question. What's your favorite part of the new Renegade?
Honestly, it's not a part or a piece. It's the character. And so we've seen them driving around at home now. They're
Yeah.
testing them, and I dare you to see it on the road and not smile. It's a cool looking car.
So it's got that kind of mini vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah?
it kind of
Is that
does.
fair?
Yeah, fair assessment.
All right.
But it's the Jeep answer. I think you'll recognize it immediately as a Jeep, but it has its own kind of flavor.
Nathan, come on over here. So what do you think of this, Nathan?
He's gonna let me take it off road,
Yeah?
and I'm just gonna beat the. Hey, what's up, too? God,
That's what it's for.
You're gonna beat the bang out of it, huh?
Well,
beat the snuts out of it.
I know you'll
have
test
to-
it.
well, you know
yeah.
what I-
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
am.
yeah.
What I like to see with these vehicles is the fact that you have them testing up here in the Colorado area right now under load. We saw some trailers behind a few of them.
Oh, we put up on the website already. Too late. Tweeted.
That's fine.
Posted.
They
That's
tow
good.
5,000. No, I'm just kidding.
2,000 pounds.
2,000 pounds.
That's what we've been told.
What I've not done is much off-roading in it. And you know me, I'll get off-road and I'll play with. I'll find the limits of this thing. But yeah, it's. I think you'll see it on the road. You'll like it. You're this kind of guy.
Yeah, you know, I like it. I think it's kind of a cool looking vehicle. I'm really looking forward to actually driving on the streets too, for once. I mean, a Jeep on the streets.
Oh well, that's we're all. Yeah.
The manual transmission, is it the same one that's out of the Fiat 500L?
Don't know for sure.
You stumped him.
Yeah.
Well, it's just because we just had the Fiat 500L with the 6-speed manual.
It's not a dual clutch or anything like that. It's a standard.
Standard manual.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
It
you
is the
guys,
fun route.
we will get a chance to drive it at some point.
Yeah.
And stay tuned for that video. As always, this is Mark Allen, the chief designer for Jeep. How long have you been doing that job now?
Pretty long.
So if you love Jeeps, this is your man. And if
you're
the
really
Cherokee's
pissed
over
off.
there, if you're really pissed off, this is your man.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. And
take
of course, Nathan and Roman saying thanks for watching. See you next time. Ciao.
Cool. Too bad.
Thanks a lot.
It's always fun
Appreciate
with you guys.
Thanks, Mark.